Hey y'all, Justin with Kayak Catfish. Well, I am on another road trip adventure, this time down to the state of Alabama. Don't tell them I'm a Vols fan. They don't like my kind down here, but they got some big cats, and today I'm gonna be on Wheeler Lake. I just launched my kayak back here. Maybe you can see it off in the distance. This is a big kind of just wide open area of the lake here. We're right there with something splashing, man. Hey, that's a good sign right there. When the fish can't wait for me to get lines down before they're trying to get on video, that's a good sign, y'all. But this area, it's just wide open out here. Big section of the lake. Thankfully the wind is calm today, but I'm making a run and I'm gonna get out here on this main channel ledge and I'm gonna take a stretch of it today and just work it. I don't think there's any current flow, any noticeable flow anyway, so I'm probably gonna have to troll, but I'm gonna take a stretch of it and just go with it. Keep my speed about half a mile an hour. I'm gonna suspend a couple baits, drag a couple baits, and just cover water and hopefully run into some big cats. I'm telling you, they known for big catfish down here in Alabama, so we're gonna see if we can get a few today. Come with me, y'all. Let's go have some fun. Okay, here we go. Here we go. There's a fish. Let me duck back under my umbrella here, y'all. It's hot. Like I said, I got out here kind of late. I drove in from Tennessee, and this one here, just a small little old thing, but boy, he's a skunk buster. Let me get out from under my umbrella here. That umbrella ain't just for rain, folks. It'll keep the sun off of you too. Humidity ain't as bad today, but boy, it's still hot. Be careful there, fish. I got my fan going down there in the floor of the kayak. I'm busting out all the stops today. You tell these people hi and bye. Get out of here, fish. All right, let me get me another bait and stick on there, y'all. I'm gonna get back under my poor man's bimini top here. But I come out here to this main channel ledge, and surprisingly, when you just making your way across the channel here, you're looking at the water, everything looks calm. But I got out here and I've got a surprising amount of current. I'm moving at like 0.7 miles an hour. So I decided I'm just going to use the current to drift with and just kind of keep myself on the edge of the ledge right here where it starts to come up. I'll show you here on the map. You look out here, it's just wide open water, but on the map, you can see it kind of comes up here to a real shallow flat. I'm just 23 feet deep. So yeah, I'm just going to use this current, drift my way down through here. I had initially planned on suspending and dragging baits, but since I got this much current, I'm just letting the current take me and just suspending two right now. So I had a skipjack head and a skipjack chunk. That fish there ate a chunk. He's knocked it off or ate it once. So we'll put another chunk on there and drop it back down. But we'll see how it goes down through here and just see if I can run into some fish. Just gonna cover water out here. And most importantly, try to stay cool as I do it. With the poor man's bimini top and my Ryobi battery operated fan. My mom got me that for a Christmas present a few years back, and boy, it's coming in handy out here today. Let's get us another bait on there. I'm just putting a chunk on a Carolina rig. That's my suspend fishing setup there. Got an egg sinker down to a leader with a 10-aught size hook, and then a few inches below that I got a Catfish Sumo bait stalker fly. I'm gonna send that down to the bottom 23 feet, let it hit and then raise it up so that my bait and my fly is sitting down there about 19, 20 feet deep as we make our way along. And as the depth changes, I will raise and lower my baits to compensate and kind of keep them 2, 3, 4 feet off the bottom there. But from looking at it on the map, this area looks to be pretty consistent depth through here, so I'm not gonna have to do a lot of tinkering. Just mainly just positioning myself, kind of keep myself on the edge of the ledge. Oh boy, look at that one, man. Look at that one. Oh man, he's a pulling. Let me get hold of him here. Oh man, that one took off, man. Oh crap, he's got my front line up here too. Let me get my umbrella out the way. That dang umbrella, buddy. Pain in the butt, but boy, I need it today. This one feels pretty good right here, man. That was a nice takedown. Now granted, when you only got 20 feet of line out roughly, fish are always going to feel a little bigger. That's a short line for a big takedown, but this one here feels good regardless. This is another one on the chunk. Now he's ran over and got my front line. That's all right. I got the motor cut off. We ain't got to worry about him getting in a prop. I see him right there on the graph too. Goodness gracious. Hopefully we can keep this camera going in this direct sun long enough to get him up here. It's exciting, y'all. You know, you come down here and fish new water, especially getting here and getting started at the time of the day I am. You just don't know what to expect. This is about a 4-hour drive from my house to get down here, and I kind of want to come down here and take a little road trip. You know, I've fished this body of water one time before in a boat a few years ago. Never been down here in a kayak, and there's my bait from the other rod over there. That's where he got tangled up mitt. At least he didn't throw that skipjack head off. Let's see if we can get him up here now. Yeah, that's a nice fish. That's a nice one right there. I thought he was bigger, but that's nice. I'll take that. I'm happy with that. All right, blue kitty. Come on in here, you old fat slob. Nice, man. That is a nice cat right there. Whew, I'm happy with that. There's that hook. Nice. Let me hold that thing up, man. Look at that. Disregard that umbrella behind me, y'all. I know it looks goofy. Function over style, y'all. Look at that slob, buddy. Heck yeah. Oh man, that's so awesome. I tell you, you know, it's just when you're fishing somewhere new, make a long drive, it's always a gamble, you know, and to get rewarded pretty early on in the trip here with something like this, it really takes some of the stress off. I'm not a complete dummy after all. Maybe I am, but that's beside the point. Oh, that's awesome. All right, well, let's let it go and drop another bait down, see if we can get another one. We'll see you, blue kitty. Oh, goodness gracious. Try to take my hand off, y'all. Unreal thing. Heck yeah, man, that one's fist pump worthy right there. Awesome, man. Can't get my words out. I'm excited, y'all. All right, enough flapping my gums. Let's get another bait on. There's our next bait, y'all. Just another chunk of skipjack, gut pocket intact. I'm gonna lower it back down. When I landed that fish, I hit the spot lock button there, hold myself in place. But if I get this and lower back down, I'm gonna get back on the move, and we'll just keep drifting down the sledge. Oh, front rod. There we go. I don't know why I'm saying front rod when I only got out front rods, but y'all know what I mean. I'm so used to having back rods out. This is another one on the chunk though. Head bait ain't getting messed with, but this chunk's popular. Let's see what we got here. I've dropped off just a little bit deeper. I'm 26 feet now. Let's see. Oh no, this one I think. Well, he's got the fly, but he snagged with it. He got it. He got it all right. Come up here, blue cat. These dang fish, they're so desperate to get on a video, they'll get themselves hooked any which way. You know the rules, blue cat. You know the rules. You don't get to come in. Not if I can help it. If you're just too stupid to get the hook in the mouth, we ain't bringing you in the kayak. There he goes. Thankfully, he didn't knock the bait off. It's still actually looking pretty good too, so we'll just drop it back down. Let me fix my fly here. Lord, he got that thing all slimed up, didn't he? That's all right. Back down it goes. I'm still just going with 2 rods here for now. If times get real hard, I may put out a 3rd and 4th rod here to switch over my dragging rigs to suspending, but I ain't 100% convinced that I'm gonna stay out here in the main channel for the duration of my trip. I may move up. There's some, you maybe see over there in the distance, there's some you know, creeks or pockets, coves or something back over there, and I may end up moving over to some of those areas and doing some dragging, so I don't necessarily want to change over all my rigs right now. But let me see, I'm gonna drift a section of this ledge a while longer. You know, I'm not getting just constant action down through here, but after getting that big fish and, you know, getting a fish here, fish there, we'll see what we run into down through here. There it goes. There it goes. Oh yeah, man, nice takedown. Nice takedown. Come on, Rod, get out of there. I tell you, man, when you get a short line takedown, it's intense. I don't care how big the fish is. Man, it's another on the chunk though. They are not interested in that head. But the chunk is getting it done. There it is. I tell you, that was an awesome takedown for that size of fish, wasn't it? It's amazing. I had about 22 foot of line out right then. That fish, he took all of it, buddy. Come on now, open up. Boy, this fish does not want to open its mouth for nothing. I'll tell you what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to bring that fish in like that because he won't open his mouth. Doggone fish. There you go. That right there, folks, is a butterball. That's a dink size fish with a dang fun sizer belly. It's been eating good down there, buddy. All right, fish, get on out of here. I want to get another piece of bait down there. Boy, it was a heck of a takedown though, wasn't it? Man, that's fun when it's like that. Let's just take and cut us another chunk there, buddy. If that's what they want, I aim to please. I'm gonna let that head over there soak a little bit longer, and I'll probably end up switching that out too, just to refresh. When I'm fishing with 3-4 rods, I don't switch baits out as often. But when I'm fishing 2 rods, I like to keep everything fresh and in good condition. Just so when fish come up, they ain't got many options anyway. You know, I want them to have a good quality bait down there. So let's send that one down 26 feet. We'll raise it up 20. Well, I ain't gonna do nothing until I get my line undone there around my rod tip. Goodness gracious. I was trying to say it'll sink down there. We'll have it 23, 24 feet deep. Oh, the head bait just got hit while I was lowering that one. He thumped it. He thumped it, but he didn't take it. It got hit hard. Something gave it a little jolt there. All right. I don't see nothing there on the graph, but we're about to be on some more fish, so it looks like. He's got it. He's got it. There it goes. There it goes. Another one on the chunk. I saw him swimming with it. Old fish. You ain't being that sneaky, fish. Nice try. Yeah, there. He's got it in the mouth. I saw that fly. I thought he might have been snagged, but no, he's got the hook. And of course, he's thrown the bait off too. Wouldn't have it any other way. Get on up in here. Explain yourself. Oh, hey, easy now. Easy, don't hit my fan, fish. Lord, knock my fan off here. I'm gonna burn up. Oh, that fish right there. Acting out. Better learn how to act somebody. Act like somebody. I can't get my words out, man. Dang old Alabama catfish ain't got a bit of manners. That and there knew I'm a Tennessee fan is what it was. Dang old fish. Let's get us another bait on, see if we can do that again with one that maybe likes Tennessee people better. Y'all holler down there and tell them catfish they eat this bait, they better just leave it on the hook. We don't want to waste it on a small fish. My line's swimming up there. There we go. There we go, y'all. I know for video purposes it's been just a few seconds since the last fish, but it's been a while in real time, probably well over an hour. Just kind of went through a little dead stretch here. Old blue kitty come along, broke the monotony though. What do you think about it, Blue Cat? What's taking so long? You got any friends down there that's going to play? Oh, Lord. Boy. He said if I'm still... Goodness gracious. He said if I was still hot, he'd make sure I got cooled off. Boy, that one's fired up. But yeah, y'all, it's been a while since I've gotten bit, and just nothing really. Not only not catching any fish down through here, not really seeing any fish on the graph either. And I don't know if maybe it's just wrong place, wrong time. This area of the lake or reservoir here, it's kind of shallow. 28 feet's where I'm at right now, but I'd mentioned maybe going up in those bays and those coves up in there, but I looked on the map and it's super shallow back up in there. And I'm thinking if I try to drag through there with all the weeds I've seen floating and stuff, I don't know how infested with weeds it is back there, having not fished this area before. So I'm kind of thinking what I want to do is pull out here in a little while and go farther on down toward the bottom of the reservoir and kind of see what's going on down there. They've got some deeper water down there. The problem with fishing Wheeler in a kayak is the boat access or launch sites is pretty limited for the main channel area. And when you put in some of these creeks and that other river, I think the Elk River or whatever that flows in down here, you're a couple miles away from the main channel, you know, and that's a long distance in a kayak. I mean, a couple miles, you're looking at what, 30 plus minutes just to get out to the main channel, plus 30 minutes back. So I think I am, though, going to go try there's a creek down at the bottom of the reservoir here with a launch site in the back of it, and that particular creek has some depth to it. So I'm thinking I could probably troll through there, be able to suspend a couple baits and drag a couple baits and make my way out of it this evening, and maybe get off the water here too during this hottest part of the day where it's just miserable. So anyway, y'all, I think that's going to be the plan. So hopefully I'll pick this video back up with some fish. Be a couple hours for me, but just a few seconds for you. All right, y'all, let's get the second half of this trip started. So I just put my kayak in right here at this ramp, and I've never been down to this creek before, so we just gonna start fishing right here. I'm gonna drag a couple, suspend a couple, and I'm just gonna follow this creek channel under that bridge and on out toward the main channel, and we'll see if there's any cats in here willing to play. Oh boy, here we go. I think fish number one on the second spot here. This one ate the head I was dragging. It has been a long time coming, y'all. Long time coming. I've been trolling through this creek. I've made it almost out here to the entrance of it. I've been going about 2 hours now. This is the first tap anything. It has been dead in here. I did see some skipjack though. They were busting over here beside me a couple 100 yards back. But it has been dead here. This one's got a bad attitude, y'all. Apparently his friends got such a bad attitude they don't even want to play with me. You know how these Alabama catfish are. They don't like us Tennessee fellas. They pull for the wrong football teams down here. They don't know how to act. Come on in, fish. Thankfully, at least that one left us the head on there. That was nice of him, at least. Thank you, Blue Cat. That was the only nice thing you done. You did get me sopping wet all down my leg. Get out of here, that old thing. But yeah, y'all, man, you can see I'm almost here at the end of this creek, and this is a pretty long creek. I'm pretty sure it's got to be over a mile, just because I've been trolling a couple hours through here, and you know my speed's been 0.4, 0.5 miles an hour the whole time. So it's you know, one of them things. I thought that there could be some fish somewhere along this creek, and just hasn't worked out as of yet. But you know, this, I think I mentioned it there earlier on the last spot. One of the things about at least the launch sites I found down here on Wheeler, you're a long ways away from the main channel. Ideally, I'd like to be out there in the main channel working those ledges, but you know, when you got to run so far in a kayak, even though, you know, in a boat 2 or 3 miles not a big deal when you got an outboard, but in a kayak, when you're running, it takes you 15 minutes or so a mile with the trolling motor there, and you got to run that back too. You spend a lot of your time without baits in, so, you know, kind of a gamble, I guess, pulling through this creek. Hasn't paid off, but, you know, who knows what would happen if I'd went out there. But I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna fish till dark and head out this creek and probably try to work my way out to the channel there a little bit. But yeah, thankful to see that fish. Welcome sight for sure. I'll tell you something, there was a time in my life, and it wasn't that many years ago, where I could do what I've done today, which is get up early, drive a few hours, fish or do whatever I got to do, drive a few hours back, and then I'd sleep a couple hours and be good to go. Never miss a beat, man. Today, this has kicked my tail, y'all. I'm getting old or something. I promise you, tomorrow when I get up, I'm gonna miss a beat. I'm gonna be drag acid all day. But glad I made the trip down here. It's kind of an impromptu thing to come. I loaded up on skipjack yesterday at home, and I'm like, you know, I think I want to go to Alabama today. And so I did. Drove a few hours down here. Unfortunately, this creek didn't really pay off. Just got that one bite in this creek, but the spot earlier today got that big fish. So as I've said so many times before, any day I get a big fish, it's a good day. So thankful for that, and learned a couple of these ramps down here too, you know, just checking out places. Because I fished, this is the second time I fished Alabama in my life. One other time in a boat here on Wheeler. First time kayak fishing down here. So it's been educational for sure, but I'm whooped, y'all. It's gonna be a long drive back tonight. This idea sounded great when I was refreshed and full of energy yesterday. Doesn't sound too bright right now. Don't get old. That's the moral of this whole video, of this whole story, y'all. Don't ever get old. Stay young, y'all. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.